we are talking about an album from a 2020 double XL freshman, 24kGoldn,
Yes, sir.
Dorado. And it's interesting. I think going into this album for me, um, not knowing a lot about
Hmm.
24kGoldn, I
You were
was
in the mood, is what you're saying?
I I was like not really sure 100% what to expect. And the first track, I was like, oh, this guy, pretty good rapper. And then it turned into a lot more singing than I expected. And it's funny because I actually think I like him a lot more when he raps than when he sings.
Mhm.
And that was just kind of my feel throughout. I thought overall the album was pretty solid, and there's some decent moments and features, but yeah, I think just a little too much singing for my liking, especially because I don't know if he's super interesting when he does that. How did you feel about Dorado though?
Yeah, El Dorado, the debut album from 24K Golden, first project since, of course, Mood absolutely exploded last year. A song with Ian Dior, which went number one, approaching a billion streams on Spotify. One of the biggest songs of 2020, and it was a big TikTok song, but just a big straight up radio song in its own regard, huge pop song. And it's funny because if you remember the XXL video we did last year at youtube.com/nostalgiapod, you may recall that I said 24K Golden wasn't ready yet and they should wait a year before picking him. At that point, he had only released his one mixtape, which featured Valentino, his first hit song, and then City of Angels, which is another hit that I like quite a bit. He only had that one project out. He didn't have a whole lot of songs. Mood had not coming out at that point. And I was like, oh, 24 Golden on the radar. Let's watch this guy, pop rap got out of the bay. Let's see what happens. They pick him anyway. And then Mood happens, and I'm like, yes, sometimes they know what they're doing.
Hmm.
And now he's averaging 40 million monthly Spotify listeners through the rest of 2020. It's like, yeah, that's what you call getting in at just the right time.
Yep.
So great job by
They bought
XXL.
that stock at 13 and shot up to
Yes,
300.
this was a GameStop a few months ago for them. And it's funny again because before the pandemic, the last concert I went to was YBN Corday back when he still went by YBN Corday, and the opening act was 24K Golden again before Mood had come out, and he was actually a lot of fun. He was really lively, and he did a cover of Fetty Wap's Trap Queen, which was hype as fuck, and everybody loved. And
Hmm.
I just thought he was a funny guy, and listen to some of the interviews. He's actually pretty articulate. He's an educated guy and even comes off as kind of like a goofball, I guess. He seems to be pretty smart and strategic, and you can understand like the business strategy of his music career. And if you listen to El Dorado, that definitely shines through because this is very much like focus group. Let's get more pop rap on the radio. Let's
Hmm.
try and find another mood. And I don't know, like City of Angels, I like that. But even his most rapping, he's not like the most barsiest guy ever. So I don't really mind. He's a pop rapper.
Hmm.
But yeah, like the singing stuff when he's leaning a little more post Malone, uh, not as much
A
for
little
me, but
post.
there's some shit that hits here, and you can tell because like he's definitely a label priority. He's got a lot of producers
Mhm.
helping, a lot of good writers. Like this was well done for
Yeah,
what they're going for.
I was gonna say there's there's some moments on here that really stick out, but it's not a lot of times it's not even really him necessarily that I find sticking out. Just like the production and like there's a guitar lick on like "Breath Away" that is just so catchy. The way it just keeps going over and over, I was like, damn, this is some high level shit right here.
Let's just stop right there. So Breath Away, friend of the show Mike Lennon helped me discern some of the source of the melody there. I think that song is probably the highlight of El Dorado. Catchy as fuck, right? And like that
Yep.
that's kind of what his gift is with a song like Moves, even before that City of Angels. Like he has this a knack for melody. And on a song like Breath Away, again, you mentioned that guitar, right? Like that's a really catchy thing. And there's actually another great moment with guitar later on. But on Breath Away, there's a lot of familiar melody. And I think around that 1 minute mark where he says, was it with nothing left to say? With nothing left to say. It's straight up the melody that Dido uses that Stan sampled on Stan.
Wow.
Take my breath away. Obviously, it's a different vocal pitch, but it's the same shit, right?
Hmm.
And there's so many other production choices and songs you can point to that that song is similar to. Like even like I think like the rhythm you can hear feel some Avril Lavigne complicated. Like
Hmm.
there's a lot of like interesting DNA to this, and I think New York Times should do Diary of a Song for this song. That's just me. So yeah, that one I think really shine out for me because you have again like high level, really involved production choices, and then 24kGoldn doing what he can do best, which is just kind of flow on that melodic pop rap shit.
Yeah, that song is a total earworm. Really catchy. I played it back immediately. What other tracks stood out to you, or what other moments really did you like?
Yeah, I like 3 2 1 as well because of
Yep.
that guitar, both on the pre-chorus where it's kind of strumming, and then on the actual chorus it like goes even harder. And I'm like, I appreciate like keeping guitars in like mainstream pop.
Hmm.
That's not common anymore.
Yeah, no, that one stood out. I actually even wrote like rock. Like, is this a rock song on this album? Kind of stood out. Um, I thought like Coco was another song
Hmm.
that was pretty
Yeah,
catchy to me, and I
one of
thought
the
him and
singles.
yeah, I thought him and DaBaby sounded pretty good on it. Um, there were moments where he sounded a little bit like MGK to me.
Oh sure,
Just like in
new
his
MGK, right?
yeah, new MGK with like the pop,
Yeah.
emo-ish. And it's a song like Butterflies where he's like really getting at the top end of his range and intentionally I think sounding strained on some of his singing, but
Mhm.
hearing that just like really brought me to MGK right now. Um I don't know. I guess I thought Company with Future was also okay. You know, Future is Future to me, but I thought his flow on the chorus was really good, and I think that he can really just. I was, I guess, more impressed with those moments of rapping than a lot of his singing. Because I don't know if he's the strongest singer, but he
Yeah,
definitely is able to make a catchy song.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, and Coco, I didn't actually notice this for a while, but I really like his rapping on that, like the verses and the flow. Actually, the way he comes into that first verse is actually carbon copy the flow that Little Mosey does on Blueberry Fago. So it's funny that you have one TikTok hit directly leading to the next TikTok hit. Um, and I just want to shout out "Empty" with Sway Lee as well. I think that's where you can point to some Post Malone comps. Like there's some Sunflower vibes there with the Sway Lee. With Sway Lee, obviously, is the through line.
Yeah, just made me think, when are we gonna get another Ray Shremmerd album?
Oh my god, please. That'd be sick.
Man, that'd
Speaking
be
of
like a
festivals,
yeah,
can't wait.
that'd be like a nice like beginning of summer treat for us all. Make
You know,
it
they
so.
haven't done like their own lead tour in like years and years.
It's
Like the
true.
last time they toured, they supported Childish Gambino.
Oh wow,
Man,
so that was what,
we
3
need
years
some
ago
Ray
now.
Shremmerd, man.
Yeah,
Let's
we
open this shit up.
well, that's it for 24K Golden. Check out the our Nostalgia Best of 2021 playlist. Check the show notes for that.
Check out XXL 2021 freshman predictions coming up. We'll be talking about his buddy Ian Dior.